Hi Taurus, welcome to November. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And this month we have a new moon in Scorpio, which is in your 7th house. Then we have Venus moving into Capricorn, which is favorable to your sign on November 5th. The new moon in Scorpio is on the 4th. Then we have Mercury moving into Scorpio on the 5th in your 7th house. Then we have a full moon in Taurus, your sign, and that's going to affect your relationships, sectors, axis. And it's a partial eclipse, and that will be on the 19th of November. And then after that, Mercury moves into Sag on the 24th, just before Thanksgiving. So let's see what the cards say for Taurus. This should be a pivotal month for relationships. So let's see. Endings, new beginnings. A lot of surprises because Uranus is heavily involved in these celestial events. So let's see what the cards say. What does Taurus need to know about relationships for the month of November 2021? What is coming up for Taurus? What is coming up for Taurus in November 2021? Okay, let's see what we have. The Hierophant. There's your card. The Hermit. The Two of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Cups. The Ace of Wands. The Emperor. Ooh, the Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. The King of Swords. And the card at the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So you're starting out with the Hierophant and the Hermit. I feel like you're wanting a relationship that leads to commitment. You're looking for stability and security and love. But you're taking time. You've been kind of isolating yourself. You have the Hermit here. The Hermit is a card of taking time out to think and to evaluate. What do I really want in love? What do I want in a relationship? What do I really need? I feel like you may have more than one option because I'm seeing all the signs here. Air, fire, water, you have it all. But what you really need to do, and you want to do the right thing with the Hierophant. Taurus is the Hierophant energy is someone that's sharing their wisdom. You're not wanting some fly-by-night energy. You may have done that when you were younger, just dated, not caring where the relationship was going, or in the past. But I know every Taurus I know, including myself, we want something solid and stable. We don't really want, even if you're dating, eventually you want it to lead to something serious. And you're wanting someone that you could share your life with. The Hierophant energy, though, is a little bit stubborn. And Taurus can be stubborn, at times. We want what we want and we don't care. We're not going to settle for less. So you'd rather be alone than be with the wrong person. But the Hermit energy has you really thinking about your life and thinking like, what do I really need in a relationship? And can I achieve that? Out of all the options, because you're going to have options this month. You're going to have more than one option. And you're going to have to really think, which one is the right one for me? Which option is going to give me what I really need? That stability, that security, where I feel like I'm at home with this person, where I feel protected and I feel safe with this person. So in the past, you had the Two of Pentacles. Now that can mean juggling. You could have been dating, or you could be busy with work. You had a lot of projects going on. You might have been really busy doing a lot of things, And you realize, like, I can't just keep this up. At some point, I have to drop some things and just focus on what's important. And that could be either I can't keep dating more than one person. I want to really focus on the one person that means a lot to me. Or I can't keep doing different jobs. I have to focus on the one goal that I really want, what's important in my life. And you have the Wheel of Fortune here in the recent past. So there could have been some unexpected changes. I feel like things are changing. And the change has already started, possibly like 2 months ago. You've started to make changes in your life and in your relationships. Because you're really thinking, like, who do I want in my circle? And that's not only just love, but it could also be friendship too. Because time, we only have so many hours in the day. We only have so many years to live. We want to make our time count for something. We don't want to waste your time on someone that's not giving you back what you need. So you have this King of Pentacles. That could be your energy, where you've been focused on work and security, building up your nest egg, maybe even thinking about starting your own business or getting into some kind of career situation where you have more financial security, independence. And things are changing in that way too. I feel not only in love, but I feel also in career, there are going to be some new beginnings that are going to lead to more financial security. But coming up in the future here, you have this Knight of Cups energy. That's a romantic proposal. So there could be some type of proposal coming to you this month. And the Ace of Wands represents a new beginning, something that you're really excited about. It could even lead to a change of job or a change of residence. Whoever's offering you something, it may involve moving. Or it may involve a change, like if this is a career opportunity, it could mean that you have to move to take this opportunity. Or it just means that you're changing your job in some way. You have the Emperor here. The Emperor it could be an Aries energy. It could also be Capricorn, Scorpio. It could be someone who's in a position of authority. Now, it's in your negative thinking sector, so maybe it's time for you to show your leadership abilities. Show that you have what it takes in a situation. But it also can mean you're looking for this Emperor. You're looking for a partner that you can depend on, that you can count on. Someone who brings, the Ten of Pentacles. Someone who brings abundance to your life, security. This is a card of a happy home. You don't have to worry about money. This is the Wealth card. And the Wealth card is more than just money. It's more than money in the bank. It's feeling safe. It's feeling like, okay, I'm with this person, this Emperor. I'm looking for this Emperor who is going to be there for me, where I don't have to worry. I don't have to feel like I'm out there alone dealing with life and whatever life throws at me. I have this person in my life that I can count on. Like, I can come home and know that I'm home in a safe place. I can come home and know that this relationship is my anchor, my rock. But it's in your negative thinking sector. So you might be doubting that that's even possible. That part of you might be doubting. But don't do that, because then you're only going to attract that. You have to focus we're in a place right now in the world where our thoughts are creating our reality at a faster pace than ever. And it's so important to really get a grip on your thoughts, because you want to make sure that you're manifesting what you want, something positive. You don't want to manifest your fears. You want to manifest your dreams. So if you find yourself thinking, that negative self-talk, just go cancel, and focus immediately on the positive outcome. Because you can have that. I feel like you can have it all. There are going to be some changes. You have this Knight of Wands energy. In the past, you might have been attracted to people that were a lot of fun, but they weren't very reliable. And I think you're looking for something different now. You're ready for change. You're ready for a new adventure. So if someone was in your life and disappointed you or didn't give you what you deserved, you're ready to let that go. Because you know what you want. You've got the Hierophant energy. I know what I want. Taurus is stubborn. We're not going to settle for less. And you just have to start believing that it's possible. And you have to use discernment, because you have the King of Swords here as the outcome. So you're going to be weighing. The King of Swords has to make a decision. And he's got to weigh the options and use his intellect, not his heart. Like, you know how people sometimes fall in love with someone that is only going to be trouble, and you know it, but you go, but I love him. No, there's no time for that thinking right now. You have to think, who's going to give me what I need? I can't waste my time on someone who's going to be a fly-by-night person. I have to be with someone, and I have to know, is this person going to be there for me when I need them? Or is it going to be someone who's only there for, the good times, and then when I really need someone, they're not there. They leave me hanging. So you have to use your head, not your heart this month. And of course, this could also mean an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I mean, I feel like you are attracting love this month. It could be any sign, really. But some of these people are going to be more reliable than others. Like the Knight of Cups can be a romantic proposal, but it could be something that's a little unrealistic. It could be coming from someone who is just dreaming about love and doesn't really have a mature outlook on love. But there are the two kings here. So there is someone that will offer you something solid and stable. You have to just decide. You're going to have to choose between multiple offers. And so you have to choose wisely. And that's why the Hermit is here to tell you, take time. Don't commit to anything without giving it a lot of thought. Don't just go for the fun option or the fly-by-night option. Think about the future and security. Like, what is this person really offering? Are they offering a commitment? Are they offering something that is solid and stable? Or are they just, caught up in the moment of the romantic, a romantic moment, and they'll be gone, So you really have to think, but you do have this new beginning energy. This Ace of Wands energy is real exciting energy. It's like planting a seed. There's a new seed, and it has a potential to grow, and to bring you everything that you want. But you have to choose wisely, and you have to know what you want. Number one, you have to know what you want before you can get it. You have to be able to see it in your mind, see that relationship. And once you know what you want, then you can just focus your energy on getting that. And don't doubt yourself. You can have the Emperor. You could have the happy home and the security with someone who's going to be there for you and has your back. But you are going to have to choose. And I feel like you're going to have to, and there might be some tough decisions where you have, like you might have two options that are very both good, and I don't know which one is better for me. So that could come up. But I think that things are changing in a positive way for you. And especially not just this month, but also coming up next year, like in the spring. I feel like there's going to be some new energy coming in, starting with next spring, that is going to bring more adventure and excitement to your life, but also bring you closer to what you're wanting to achieve in a relationship. So let's see what the astrology says. So you have this new moon in your 7th house. Mars is there. So you're ready to take action. And Mars can sometimes be, Aries energy, or if you're attracting someone, they're not afraid, they're not shy. Okay, you're attracting someone who has courage. Mars in Scorpio especially is someone who goes after what they want. So you're going to be attracting someone who's very intense, very, and they could surprise you because Uranus is opposing this new moon. So there could be, you're either surprising your partner because it's in your 1st house. You're ready for change. Come hell or high water, you're ready for change. You're showing a different side of you to the world and to your relationships. So it's almost like, if I don't get what I want, I'm just going to, do something unexpected. I'm just going to drop everything and, go off in a different direction. So you're ready for action. You're ready for adventure. And you could get what you're looking for this month with this new beginning, this new moon. Mercury is also sextile Venus, and Mercury is in your 6th house. That's your house of work and health. Venus is in your 8th house. So there could be some money coming in your career. I feel like you could get either a promotion or financial support. Money is coming in. Mars is squaring Saturn in your 10th house. So you may feel a little bit restless. You may have a lot of responsibilities at work. Maybe you want to do certain things and you can't because of work responsibilities. So if you're meeting someone new, or if you're having a new beginning in a relationship and you really want to spend time with this new person because they're really, sexy and, they're bringing a lot of passion and fun into your life, you may say, well, I've got this work, you may have work conflicts to work out. But I feel like this could also be, this new beginning could also bring healing to you. Because you have Chiron in the 12th house. That's the house of the unconscious, psychological, spirituality, old karma. And you have Saturn sextiling it. So I feel like this change in your status, whether it's through a new relationship or a new career path, it's going to be healing on some level for you. You're going to, and you're going to be able to release the past and release old karma that's been maybe holding you back. But you have to also speak up and communicate, because Mars and this new moon, well, Mars is in conjunct the North Node in Gemini. And that's in your 3rd house, or no, your 2nd house, I'm sorry. So you may need to speak up about what's important to you. You may need to get out of your comfort zone, because Taurus doesn't like to talk about things that really, they'd rather just listen than to speak unless you really know someone, So you may not complain about things. You don't want to cause any, ruffle any feathers, but you may need to speak up. If you're not getting what you deserve in a situation, it may be time to talk about it and say, hey, you know what? This is what I deserve and this is what I want. If you ask and you will receive, that saying. So then we have the full moon, and that's a partial eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse. That can sometimes eclipse a female or from your life. But the moon is in your 1st house, and the sun, Mercury, and Mars is in your 7th house. So something is coming to completion around a relationship. You may see some truths about certain relationships. Mars is opposing Uranus, so there could be some volatile, especially with Mercury there. If you finally have it out with someone, it could lead to a heated argument. So you want to just be careful about that, because Mars Uranus is it's a hot combination, especially because Mercury is there, and Mercury is squaring Jupiter, and so you may go over the top and say things that you may not mean. So you just want to be, especially if it involves work, because Jupiter's in your 10th house. Jupiter in the 10th house, though, is usually very lucky. It brings in opportunities. So, but you don't want to, if you're leaving a job, you don't want to overdo it with the complaints about, you don't want to get into any arguments. So just handle the energy in a very diplomatic way. Uranus is trining Venus at this time, or Venus is trining Uranus, I should say. Now, you have Venus in your 9th house and Uranus in your 1st house. You could be attracting someone who's very different than you, culturally, maybe from a different spiritual path. It could also mean a relationship with someone who's at a distance, because the 9th house is, long distance travel. It's higher education. You could be meeting someone through some type of, if you're going back to school, if you're taking a class, you can meet someone through that kind of a thing where you're either teaching or learning. You could come across someone in your travels. If you're traveling to a foreign country, you could meet someone on your travels. But it could also just mean bringing someone into your life that's very different and causes you to see things from a different perspective. Changes your whole paradigm. You have like a paradigm shift in your belief systems, in what you thought you knew. Mercury is also sextile Pluto. So Mercury is, you're ready to talk about relationships. If it's not you, it's someone else. But I feel like you're going to be having conversations this month that go deep, that are intense around relationships. Where if you've been keeping things to yourself, I think Taurus is ready to talk now. You're ready to speak up and say, you know what, this is what's been happening, this is what's been upsetting me, this is what I need. And that's good. You should be talking. It's because a lot of times Taurus keeps their mouth shut and they put up with things. We have tons of patience. And then we finally reach our breaking point, and then it's like, forget it. You know, bull in a china shop. We're done. And when a Taurus is done, they're done. When Taurus closes that door, they're not looking back. So before you get to that point, and you could get to that point with this Mars-Uranus opposition, before you get to the point of no return, have that conversation. Release what's been holding, whatever you've been keeping under you, whatever you've been holding on to. Speak up about it, and maybe you could work out some type of agreement. But if you don't talk, if you don't speak up, people are not mind readers, they're not going to know. But I feel like if you could speak up, you could resolve a lot of things in relationships. But it might end in a heated discussion, but at least you're clearing the air. When Mercury's in your 7th house, you're clearing the air. When Mars is in your 7th house, it could bring arguments if there's something. It could bring either, passion or arguments. So it depends on what stage you're at the relationship. If you're feeling frustrated because, you're not getting your needs met, it could bring arguments. But if it's a new relationship, it could be very, hot and heavy. So it could go either way. And with Uranus involved, anything could happen. So be prepared for the unexpected changes or twists or turns, unexpected developments, new beginnings, endings, new beginnings. Eclipses are always like, I never thought this would happen, and now here I am, and I have to take action. I have to make a decision. So you're going to be making decisions about a relationship this month, and it may come out of the blue. It may be sudden that you weren't expecting, but focus on the positive. Know what you want, and you can get it this month. So that's my forecast, Taurus, for this month. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, leave a comment, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. It helps the channel. It helps to promote the channel so more people can see these videos. And if you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, I want to say thank you for supporting this channel. I love reading all the comments. I really enjoy reading them, especially when people are resonating with the readings. And thank you for supporting, for ordering readings, for liking, subscribing. And if you're living in North America and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. And I hope you have a wonderful November, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.